Welcome to the Davidson Wildcats Coaches Corner presented by Atrium Health. Matt President joined by the head coach Scott Abell following Davidson's 41-24 victory over Presbyterian to improve to 2-0 in conference play. And coach, for the second consecutive conference game, you guys score 3 consecutive second half touchdowns. How much does that have to do with halftime adjustments, and how much does it have to do with this system that you run, just continuing to wear a defense down and ultimately blowing them open?
Well, I think probably some of both, right? If you look at our first half, really all year, we necessarily haven't been a fast starting team. Okay, we're young and it's taken us a little while maybe to make some of those adjustments. And I think for each game they've been a little different. So this week was certainly a little different as well. We really saw early on and identified really how to attack it. And we just, we just missed a few holes, missed a few reads, right? So I think this week our guys were pressing a little bit, really wanted to get out and get running. And, and so we didn't capitalize a couple times early on that would have probably sealed the fate in the first half. I mean, we probably had opportunity to be up 35-6 at halftime, right? But, to our guys' credit, that they dial in and they make the adjustments and they're very coachable. So the second half, we've been able to really get out and get running after those minor adjustments at halftime. And it also comes into, I think our guys are in great shape. They're conditioned, right? I do think we wear on teams on both sides. I think we run really well on defense, and that's taxing for an offense, right? To be chased the whole game. And offensively, we're just tough to defend for 4 quarters, right? You may slow us down here and there, but for 4 quarters, giving us the opportunity, we're going to figure it out. We're going to get to the end zone.
The offense might not be making big plays in the first half, but the defense sure was. Jonathan Hammond able to recover a fumble in the end zone. You guys also get that big stand before halftime. How important is it to get the defense making big plays and just kind of the containment overall? You're able to give up small chunks here and there, but eliminating the big play for the opposing offense while making the big play yourselves.
Well, yeah, for us defensively, it's how we're built, right? We're built to bend, don't break. Okay. And the understanding that we're going to give up some first downs, we're going to give up, some field position at times, but at the end of the day, we want to force some field goals, right? We want to get some stops in the red zone. And I think our defense is doing a really nice job of that. Right. And we still, we're young on that side and we're still battling a few things, just like offensively. I thought we had a couple opportunities defensively to really shut the door in the first half. We're up 21-1-10. And, we let them back in the game with a couple, right? Just, they made some really big third down conversions that we had the opportunity to stop those. And so, it's a growing thing. It's a learning thing. And so I'm really proud of our guys on both sides. We come out halftime and, they take the lead and then that's it, right? We really don't give another inch after that on either side of the football. And that, we talked at halftime, we thought we've been living on this emotional roller coaster. And what I mean by that is our guys, man, they love playing the game. They love playing together, but we're living in the moment, right? If the moment's great, man, we're sky high and we're celebrating and it looks great. And when it's bad, right, we can't let go of it, right? And so we've got to learn to play in the next play no matter what happened the play before, right? And so we talked almost exclusively about that at halftime, right? Hey, quit living in the last play. Whether it was a great play or whether, hey, it didn't go our way, the next play is what we really need to be focused on. And I think our guys did that second half.
When you get a quarterback like Tyler Huff, and you're going to see him again, given the schedule, how much do you try to beat him with pressure? How much do you try to beat him with coverage? And how do you balance those two?
Well, I think it's a combination, right? I think, we found ourselves mixing the coverage up as the game went on, which seemed to help us, right? I thought our guys did a better job of really disguising it. I thought we tipped our hat a little early in the first half a couple times, right? And that led to some of those third down conversions we're talking about. But at the end of the day, getting a quarterback like him off rhythm is the key, right? And to do that, you got to get to him, okay? And we got to him some in the first half, but the second half, he got really uncomfortable, and that's a really credit to our guys up front.
Coach, finally, at the end of the game, you're able to get in Luis Colosimo, also able to get in Bernard Turner Jr., who scored a touchdown, although Luis almost had one himself. What is it like to get those guys some meaningful playing time at the end?
Well, it's great, and it's invaluable, right? They both will have big futures in our program, right? Luis will be a fifth-year senior next year who's really come here and learned the offense and played a lot of snaps last year. When Tyler was banged and bruised a little bit, and got some meaningful snaps, and really been looking for that opportunity to get him meaningful snaps this year. We have a ton of confidence in him, and really we'll probably continue to look on how to involve him and get him involved. And then Bernard was a safety last year coming into our program as a freshman that we moved to offense. He did both in high school. We just thought, future right for him probably was on the offensive side. And he's shown flashes in practice. It's just finding that first opportunity to get him real game experience. And that happened Saturday. And they both went in and did a fabulous job. And I would agree with you. Luis actually did score. I got it on film, but wasn't awarded the touchdown. So, Bernard became the beneficiary of that.
Coach, you guys are back at home this weekend against Morehead State. They lost to Presbyterian, beat Stetson this past weekend. What is it that they like to do? What have you seen from them on film?
Well, they're a talented team, and they're always talented, right? And so, when they put it all together, they can beat anybody. And they played really good football. You saw a much improved football team from week 2 to week 3 last week when you watch them against Presbyterian, and then you turn on the film and you watch them against Stetson, right? 2 different teams, and it's a team that's improving. I think the biggest thing that jumps off the paper is I thought the quarterback play was really improved from week 2 to week 3, okay, which gives them a lot more confidence. Defensively, I thought as they got the lead Saturday, they just gained more confidence and ran around and made plays. And so, they're a good football team coming here playing with a lot of confidence, and that makes them extremely dangerous. So, we need a great week of prep, and we'll need to be at our best Saturday.
Well, Coach, appreciate the time as always, and best of luck here Saturday.
Thanks, Matt.
This has been the Davidson Wildcats Coaches Corner presented by Atrium Health. Kickoff Saturday set for 1 o'clock at Richardson Stadium, and our coverage on the Wildcat Radio Network gets you set beginning at 12:30.